In this video we're going to have the Sony XBR65X900H review. We will have a detailed look on the various features this product possesses. This video will help you decide whether this television is perfect for your needs. We provided a link on the description to give you the best prices on the market right now. The Sony X900H 4K HDR TV might be second in the Sony 2020 TV range in terms of 4K LCD TVs, but it's the first in our hearts. It's meant to be good policy, when choosing wine in a nice restaurant, to order the second least expensive bottle on the list. And there's an argument that says it's equally sensible, when searching for a new television, to look at a company's lineup and pay particular attention to the range directly beneath the flagship models. The theory says this is where the true value for money lies, and where the performance per pound ratio is strongest. Sony has few lessons to learn where the industrial design of a great big television is concerned, and sure enough the XH90/X900H wears its considerable size lightly. The bezels enclosing the huge expanse of screen are slender and discreet, and the feet on which it stands are a similarly skinny flattened V-shape. It seems unlikely that a TV this big will be anything other than wall-mounted, even taking its significant 33 kilograms weight into account, but should an owner be in possession of a surface wide enough to stand it on, there's more than enough space below the bottom of the screen for a substantial soundbar. TV control is via an unremarkable remote handset. It's longer than it needs to be, given the number of buttons it's home to, and it's far from a paradigm of common sense or legibility, apart from the huge Google Play and Netflix buttons, naturally. At least the mic button is front and center, and Google Assistant proves as responsive here as in any other application. Connectivity runs to 4 HDMI inputs at HDCP 2.3, a pair of USB inputs, an Ethernet socket, aerial posts for one terrestrial and two satellite TV tuners, and a composite video input. Wireless connections amount to Bluetooth 4.2, Apple AirPlay, Wi-Fi and Chromecast. As far as outputs go, there's a headphone socket and a digital optical output. Like almost every Sony TV these days, the operating system and smart TV interface is a combination of Android 9.0 in this instance, and UView, in order to get UK TV catch-up services on board. And like every Sony TV that's running Android, it's a combination of the really quite useful and the downright irritating. On the really quite useful side, there's some of the more straightforward and sensible setup menus you'll find in the TV market, a nice wide selection of apps, including Disney Plus and Amazon Prime Video, as well as Tidal and its new selection of Dolby Atmos material, and Google Assistant, Google Chromecast, and Google Play. Sony has put a lot of effort into improving the ability of its 4K TVs to upscale sub-4K content. By combining the prodigious power of its X1 4K HDR picture processing chip with an ever-expanding database of 4K relevant images, it intends to offer greater detail, texture and, well, 4K nest to 1080p material. And to a very great extent, that proves to be the case. Every one of the positives concerning the Sony's HD/SDR performance is amplified and improved by the switch to native 4K content, especially if there's an HDR element involved too. All but the 65-inch model in the XH90 range feature Sony's grand-sounding acoustic multi-audio system. In practice, this equates to 20 watts powering two full range drivers, and a couple of tweeters positioned near the top of the back of the screen's chassis, one on either side. The idea is to offer a degree of sonic tracking to the on-screen motion. It's a feature both LG and Samsung have, in their own ways, being trying out with some of their more expensive 2020 TVs too. Sony's X900H series does everything it sets out to do, and in some style. Its picture quality is quite startling in the right circumstances, its sound is more than adequate by prevailing standards, it's simple to use and it doesn't turn its nose up at content of inferior resolution. In short, there's more than enough going on here to make you overlook the lack of HDR10+ and forgive Android TV its overconfidence. If you've this sort of money to spend on a TV of this sort of size, you absolutely have to audition it. Or to buy. You can get the Sony XBR65X900H through the link below in the description. We have checked to ensure those are the best price in the market right now. Thanks for watching.